I have to let you know what the range of punishment is. So in your case, the range of punishment is up.
White right pointing backhand index right out of the gate. The judge drops the reality check. Up to 20 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. That's not small talk. That's a warning shot. But here's the question. Does that actually sink in for defendants? Or does it just fade into courtroom white noise?
In prison and up to a $10,000 fine. The same Antonio Ernesto Alvarado, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 7587 for the offense of burglary of a habitation with intent to commit assault on January 16, 2020 for a term of 4 years. Is that you? State?
In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Antonio Ernesto Alvarado, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of December 2020 and January 2021 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State?
No,
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation? I have to let you know what the range of punishment is. So in your case, the range of punishment is up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have some sort of agreement with the state, that's an agreement that you and your attorney have decided to enter into, but the court does not have to follow that agreement because you do not have a contract with the state.
White right pointing backhand index. Here's the kicker. Even if the defense and prosecution shake hands on a deal, the judge isn't bound by it. Why? Because probation is a contract with the court, not your lawyer, not the state. In other words, the judge is driving this car, and everyone else is just along for the ride.
You do not have a contract with your attorney. You have a contract with the court. Now, sometimes people will plead true. Maybe they'll plead true to not reporting. They'll say, all right, it's true, but I have an explanation. I have a reason why I didn't report. Somebody may say, I didn't report. I was in a coma at the hospital. And they bring documentation that they were in a coma at the hospital. Does that mean that it's not true? No. It's true. They didn't report. They just have a reason for not reporting. Do you understand? And do you understand? If you've reached an agreement with the state, I don't have to follow that agreement. Do you understand? So I could sentence you up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand? All right, we're going to go back on the record. So, Mr. Alvarado, you entered a plea of true to violation of condition number 5. Is that correct? Now, listen to me. You entered a plea of true to violation of condition number 5. Is that correct? Yes or no? All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, I can revoke you, find you guilty, and send you to prison for up to 20 years? Did you understand? Did you understand that I can sentence you also up to a $10,000 fine? All right. You need to stop whispering. You need to speak up so that the court reporter can hear. All right, do you understand all of that?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5? Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement? All right, state, what are you requesting?
You're asking us to revoke.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
We're asking that you extend his probation for a year, that he complete the programs that he needs to do, family violence, and the other program on parenting class. He has a place to live. He failed to report. I told him he needs to report in the future, follow your rules, and do that.
All right, so here's the question. Why is he not reporting? I don't
think he has a.
All right. Is there something you want to tell me?
During this
wait a second. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Alvarado.
All right, why were you not reporting?
To be honest, I mean, I had caught COVID. It was during 2020 I caught COVID. Not only that, but after that,
So you're saying, so you're saying in June 2020 you caught COVID?
Yeah.
All right. So how long did COVID last for you?
It didn't last that long. It lasted only a couple of weeks.
All right. So that's June 2020 you caught COVID. So July, did you report to probation?
Mm-hmm.
August.
No, man.
September.
No, man.
October.
No, man.
November.
Mm-hmm.
December.
No, man.
January.
No, man.
White right pointing backhand index. Whoa, did you catch that? He flat out admits he hasn't reported in over a year. That's not a slip-up, that's straight-up vanishing on probation like it's a bad relationship. Be honest, is this pure negligence, or do you think life really buried him?
Have you reported since 2020?
No, man. Have not.
All right.
I have no excuse, man. I'm sorry. No excuse. I just know that I've worked, I had my children, and I had a lot of bills and everything that life had accumulated on me. Started working, and I just put it on the back burner because I had child support to do, had career that I had a job that I figured was going to help me get out of the situation, and it didn't because the economy got worse. And then I figured, you know what, let me do this. Let me go through HVAC programs so that way I can not only better myself, but better pay everything that I owe, try to get my license back. And I actually, with me not reporting, I put this in the back burner, which I shouldn't have had.
No, here's my question for you. This is just a question I ask. You know, if you have an answer, great. If you don't, you don't. Why do you think that you can be on probation and just forget about it? No, I mean, it's like, why do you think that's the case? That, okay, I know I committed a burglary of a habitation with an assault. That's what you did. So a burglary of a habitation with intent to commit assault, that means that you're going into someone's home without permission and you are assaulting them. You're beating them up. So why do you think that you can be on probation for that, then not do what was required of you and just go on with living your life as though this does not exist and you don't owe the government, the Bexar County, the citizens of Bexar County, the complete...
White right pointing backhand index. And here's the reality check. The judge spells it out. This isn't just skip check-ins. We're talking burglary with intent to assault. Translation, breaking into someone's home and attacking them. That's not the kind of crime you get to move past. It's about protecting the community.
...of your probation.
What happened with my ex, and me and my ex have been trying to get back together for time too.
Oh, so you and Maria Alvarado have been trying to get back together? All right. So during this time, you all have been communicating while you've been on probation?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And part of your conditions of probation?
Not communicate. And I apologize about that.
No. You can communicate with her according to your conditions. I think there's no harmful or injurious contact. But yeah. All right. Any other questions?
Hopefully you learned a lesson. Move forward, follow the instructions.
All right, the court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty, and the court will revoke. State, how much time are you requesting?
We're requesting.
Defense, what are you requesting?
1 million.
2 to 10.
2 to 2.
Okay. Probation, has he done anything on probation? All right. So you've done nothing on probation. So the state, honestly, is being generous by asking for 4 years. What I can tell you is I would have given you 6, but the state is offering you 4. I'm going to go along with their request because maybe they have more contact. Well, I know they would have more contact with the complainant than I do. So the court is finding you guilty. The court is going to revoke
White right pointing backhand index, brutal twist. The state wanted 4 years, but the judge hit him with 6. That's the risk of rolling the dice in a revocation hearing. At the end of the day, the judge holds a power, and her message was loud and clear. Blow up probation, and you're headed straight back behind bars.
The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, and also because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? Yes. 4. You're welcome. All right, we read off the record. When you have obligations, you got to answer for those obligations. You can't pretend as though they don't exist. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
All right, folks, Your Honor.
All right, did he have a broken jaw?
Yes, Your Honor.
So where are we on the broken jaw?
I'll schedule for surgery. This is not too toxic.
Oh.
So just in time for Thanksgiving, they're going to wire me shut.
Oh, see, here's the thing, though. You won't be eating bad food for you.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
There you go.
Yeah, so I had to release an employee, and as we walked out, she struck me from behind.
Oh.
I filed a police report, and the detective, it's been almost a month now, and the detective just got back to me on Friday.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a shame.